Big purchases are not just prices, they are stories with monthly sequels. A car, a couch, a phone, a renovation, a dream trip, a degree. Each walks into your life wearing a one-time tag and then sends you postcards for years. Insurance, maintenance, upgrades, time, attention. The way most people buy them is a mood with a receipt. The way you will buy them is a calm ritual. Wait, calculate, then decide. Waiting turns down the emotional volume. Calculating exposes the real cost and the real job the thing will do. Deciding is where you match money to meaning without needing a committee or a confession. This is the rule that keeps your future from subsidizing your Saturday. First, the wait. You do not punish yourself with deprivation. You purchase a gap. A gap is where desire proves itself or wanders away. For small, everyday wants, the 24-hour rule works. For big purchases, the gap is longer and specific. 7 days for anything between 250 and 1,000 euros, 30 days for anything above 1,000 euros, and a season for life-shaping choices like a car or a move. The watchword isn't "not allowed." The watchword is "not yet." In the gap, you do 3 things. You write the job description for the object, what problem will it solve every week and how will you measure that? You list the sequels, subscriptions, parts, accessories, delivery, installation, insurance, space, utilities, time, and you draft a quick no-buy scenario, how you would solve the same problem without buying it all. At the end of the gap, your desire has either matured into a plan or evaporated like fog. Either outcome is a win. Now, the calculator. Price tags are just chapter 1. The real number is total cost of ownership, TCO, which includes purchase price after tax and fees, opportunity cost, operating costs, maintenance, replacements, learning curve, and disposal or resale value. You will run this like a mini CFO on a coffee break. For each big purchase, you write 5 lines. 1. Upfront. Price plus tax plus delivery plus setup plus must-have accessories, not wish list accessories, must-have to function safely. 2. Operating. Monthly or annual costs, energy, fuel, insurance, data plans, subscriptions, consumables, filters, blades, ink, parking and fees. 3. Maintenance and CapEx. Realistic repairs or replacement parts over the life, tires, batteries, upholstery cleaning, software upgrades that silently become mandatory. 4. Time and attention. Hours to install, assemble, learn, maintain, clean, or manage, commute time if it changes routes, calendar cost of babysitting the thing. 5. Endgame. Resale value, trade-in, or disposal costs, whether the thing will pay you back in cash or time when you're done. You add it up in ranges, conservative, likely, and ambitious, because life rarely lands on a single number. Then you compare the TCO to the money you have, not the money you hope to have. A purchase that only clears in the ambitious column is a fantasy paid in stress. Opportunity cost deserves its own paragraph. Every 100 euro per month you commit to a thing is 100 euro that can't buy your future. Over 5 years at 7%, that stream could be roughly 7,000 euros. Over 10 years, about 17,000 euros. You don't need perfect math in a store aisle. You need the instinct that monthly payments are not just smaller prices, they are alternative lives. The rule does not say never finance, it says finance with eyes open, when the asset is durable, useful, and likely to hold some value, and when the payment still leaves room for oxygen, emergency funds, growth, investing, and weekly joy, human sanity. After the calculator comes the chooser. You do not simply buy, you decide between versions. For any big purchase, there are 4 archetypes: the appliance, the tool, the toy, and the trophy. The appliance is the boring, reliable option that does the core job with minimal drama, the cheapest per year, the easiest to live with. The tool is the higher quality version that removes friction, speeds tasks, or prevents replacements. More upfront, cheaper per hour of use. The toy is the delightful version that adds joy but little utility, fine if funded from surplus. The trophy is the status version that signals identity, expensive per unit of function. you choose consciously. If you need an appliance, don't pay trophy prices to fix a tool problem. If your work demands a tool, don't buy the appliance and make your time the subsidy. Let's run the rule through common big purchases to see how wait, calculate, then decide changes outcomes. A car is the classic, desire on wheels, silently expensive. The wait, 30 days minimum. During that month, you rent or borrow the type you think you want for a weekend and drive your actual routes. You learn whether the dream fits your parking, your commute, your body. The calculator, you list purchase price, taxes, financing terms, insurance quotes, fuel, maintenance, tires, brakes, fluids, capex, timing, battery, shocks, parking, tolls, and depreciation per year. You price your commute in hours as well as euros. You include a capex reserve of 10 to 15 cents per mile. You ask two what-ifs. What if fuel spikes? What if income dips? The decision, you choose the reliable used hatch, appliance that matches your life, over the lifted fortress, trophy that matches a weekend fantasy. Or if your job requires cargo or towing, you buy for that job and skip luxury packages that only add payments. You exit the dealership not with a monthly you can make, but with a TCO you can love. You return home with a car that will not eat your options. Phones and laptops. Small objects, huge budgets over time because of upgrade culture. The wait, 7 days for phones, 30 for laptops. In the gap, you ask, what work or friction will the new device eliminate weekly? You map your jobs, battery life, camera for content, processing for video, ports for work, weight for travel, the calculator, price, trade-in value, case and charger, insurance, app or subscription creep, and how many months of useful life you realistically get. Tool versus toy. If you create on the device, tool logic may justify a top-tier machine that saves hours and prevents crashes. If you primarily consume, appliance logic wins and you maximize resale by buying one step below flagship and keeping it 2 years longer. The decide, you buy when the device makes time and money, not when the influencer calendar does. Furniture, couches, and mattresses are stealth wealth vampires when you buy Instagram mood boards instead of anatomy. The wait, 2 weeks. In that time, sit on physical options, test nap, measure doorways and stairs, and tape the outline on your floor to see the room you'll actually live in. The calculator, base price, delivery, assembly, fabric care, cleaning, protection plans, read the exclusions, and the realistic lifespan in your house with your humans and pets. The decision, the tool logic applies to mattresses and desk chairs. They are per-hour bargains when done right. Choose support, durability, and a breathable cover over brand. For couches, appliance logic holds. A mid-tier, solid frame with washable covers often beats a showroom star that stains under a glass of water. If the buy is about identity, admit it and fund it from surplus. No shame, just honesty. Home improvements. Renovations are budgets with hammers. The wait, a season. You live with the problem long enough to know whether it's aesthetics or function. The calculator, materials plus labor plus permits plus contingency, 20 to 30%, plus time displaced, plus eating out during dust, plus tools you'll buy and never use again, plus increased utilities during work. You add eventual resale impact, but you don't fantasize. Kitchen refreshes that improve light, storage, and surfaces often return value. Luxury finishes rarely do. The decision, you choose scope that solves your everyday frictions first. Counter space, outlets, light, durable floors, before you choose marble you will fear. Tool logic, spend on things your body uses hourly. Light, heat, floors, fixtures, and go modest on things that exist for eyes alone. Travel, trips look like one-time purchases and behave like seasons of spending. The wait, 2 weeks for trips under 2,000 euros, a month or more for anything bigger. The calculator, flights, lodging, transport, food, activities, insurance, pet care, house care, and work coverage, lost income or PTO, plus a 10% cushion. You also include re-entry costs, groceries, and laundry when you return. The decision, you pick shoulder season dates, one paid meal a day, walkable neighborhoods, and a kitchen for breakfasts. You pick an experience you can pay for twice, once now and once in your photos without regret. If the math makes you clench, you scale scope before you swipe. Going smaller and calmer beats going bigger and borrowing. Degrees and courses. Education can be the best tool or the most expensive trophy. The weight? A quarter. You shadow people who have the job you want, audit a class, or take a small prerequisite to taste the work. The calculator? Tuition, plus fees, plus books, plus time, plus lost income, plus commuting, plus childcare, plus exam costs, plus probability of landing the role, plus realistic salary delta. You subtract taxes you'll pay on the higher income and student loan interest. You speak to 3 humans who graduated in the last 2 years about outcomes. The decision? If the path is regulated, medicine, law, accounting, tool logic, go. If the path is skill-based with porous gates, tech, design, marketing, analytics, tool, but price boot camps, apprenticeships, and on-the-job projects that cost less and upgrade your portfolio more. The rule protects you from buying prestige when what you needed was practice. Here's the backbone process you can paste into a note and reuse for everything big. 1. Wait window. Price range 250 to 1,000 euros, 7 days. 1,000 to 5,000 euros, 30 days. 5,000 plus, 1 season. During the window, write the job, what problem it solves weekly, verbs, not vibes. The no-buy alternative, how you'd solve it without buying. The done-for-now condition, what would make the urge go away if you found it? Better sleep, extra outlet, repaired chair. 2. Calculate sheet. Ranges, conservative, likely, ambitious. Upfront, base, plus tax, plus delivery, plus setup, plus essential accessories. Operating, monthly or annual costs, energy, fuel, data, consumables, fees, maintenance and capex, parts, service, replacements by year, time and attention, hours to assemble, learn, maintain. Price your time modestly. Endgame, resale value or disposal costs, funding plan, which bucket pays, big bills, growth, free spend, or a dedicated sinking fund, and the timeline. 3. Decide. Appliance, tool, toy, or trophy. Which box is this? Be honest. Fit test. Does it fit your space, routine, and identity when the honeymoon ends? Compromise plan. 1 tier down plus 1 friction killer, for example, mid-tier machine plus external SSD versus top tier alone. Buy criteria, the 3 musts, 3 nice-to-haves, 3 deal breakers. Post-buy ritual. Name it, clean it, label it, set maintenance reminders, create a break-in week where you learn it fully so it pays you back faster. A few meta rules that make wait, calculate, then decide survive real life. If a seller uses urgency as the main value, walk. Deals that require panic are expensive even when cheap. If the math only works with an assumption you can't control, a bonus, a raise, a market, you don't have a deal, you have a wish. If something will make money or save time every week and your numbers are conservative, bias towards yes sooner. If the purchase solves a feeling more than a function, give it more time. Feelings change, payments do not. If maintenance lives in your future self's hands, make it easy. Recurring reminders, supplies at home, a checklist taped in the cabinet. If resale matters, buy liquid models, common brands, common colors, standard features, clean records. Avoid odd specs that shrink your buyer pool later. If you can rent the experience to test fit, car, camera, lens, tool, vacation house, hobby gear, rent first. Rental fees are tuition you gladly pay to avoid a degree in regret. Let's run 2 vignettes. Vignette 1, the home treadmill urge. The feeling, if I had a treadmill, I'd run every morning. Wait, 14 days.
No-buy alternative, a 30-day walking streak outside and a cheap gym trial for weather days. Job, movement, not a machine. Calculate, treadmill, €1,200, plus mat, plus delivery, plus assembly, plus electricity, plus future belt lube, plus time, plus space, plus resale hassles. Decide. After the wait, you notice you love morning walks but hate running indoors. You buy a $60 set of adjustable dumbbells, tool for strength, and a $25 rain shell, tool for walks, and cancel the treadmill. The job got done, the house stayed quiet. Vignette 2. The once-in-a-lifetime trip. The feeling, we'll regret not going. Wait, 30 days. Job, deep rest, plus shared memories, plus nature. No-buy alternative, a half-scale version later, and a nearby national park now. Calculate, flights €1,400, lodging €1,800, transportation €400, food €700, insurance €120, pet care €200, house sitter €0, swap with friends, cushion €300, entry groceries €80, total €5,000. Decide. You scale scope to 10 days instead of 14, shift to shoulder season, rent an apartment with a kitchen, plan 1 splurge meal and 3 free days, and move €400 per month into a trip sinking fund for a year. It takes longer, costs less, tastes better, and doesn't damage the rest of your year. The rule didn't say no, it said design. Financing used wisely can be a bridge. Used lazily, it's a cliff. If you finance, you do it short and transparent. You ignore how much per month and negotiate out the door. You avoid terms that outlive the item's useful life. You refuse add-ons you didn't plan for in the wait window. You bring pre-approved financing as a floor and let a seller beat it if they beat it without term tricks. If a 0% offer is real, you put the equivalent cash in a savings sub-account and schedule payments from it so a single missed auto debit doesn't create a fee. You treat the loan like a hot pan, useful, handled carefully, put down quickly. Household choreography matters. Big purchases are relationship stress tests when the rule is surprise. You run the rule together. One person can have veto right on timing, the other can have veto right on model. Both agree on the TCO math. You put wants on a shared upgrade list so they stop ambushing you. You fund big bills, annual or irregular costs every payday, so surprises are just dates on a calendar. You reserve a small joy line for toys so fun doesn't have to sneak in at midnight with a credit card. You celebrate the buys you delayed and the few you chose, because both are wins. What about emergencies that look like big purchases? Broken fridge, dead laptop during a deadline, car repair. The wait is minutes, not months, but the calculation still happens fast. You decide between repair versus replace with 50% rule. If the repair costs more than 50% of replacement and the item is older than 50% of its expected life, replacement wins. You still choose appliance over trophy unless your work demands tool. The decision is paid from oxygen first, not from credit, and then oxygen gets rebuilt on a schedule like any other bill. Identity is the ghost in all big purchases. It whispers, people like us have things like this. The rule treats identity as a wardrobe, not a uniform. You can have a signature object, a camera, a bike, a coat, that feels like you. You simply buy it like a tool, durable, repairable, resellable, and you keep the universe of matching things small. If your identity requires regular upgrades to remain intact, you didn't buy a tool, you bought a membership. Memberships bill forever. If that's what you want, fund it openly and don't let it steal from the parts of your life that don't post well but matter. Sleep, margins, options. The best part of wait, calculate, then decide is that it gets easier. Waiting becomes a reflex. Your notes fill with almost bought objects whose jobs were solved by a walk, a lamp, a repair, a phone call, or a list. Your calculator becomes muscle memory: tax, delivery, operating, capex, time, endgame, and you spot traps before you step in them. Your decisions begin to rhyme. You buy the tool for your back and the appliance for your ego. You skip the trophy unless your art or heart requires it, and your numbers said yes on a Tuesday with a normal pulse. You will still get swept sometimes. You will buy a thing that looked like a friend and behaved like a bill. Fine, you'll run the post-buy ritual anyway. Name it, clean it, label it, set maintenance reminders, create a break-in week where you learn it fully so it pays you back faster. If it doesn't fit after that, you sell it quickly while value is still there. The sunk cost fallacy is a polite name for "I don't want to admit it." Admit it, sell, regain oxygen. Big purchases are chapters in the story of your time. When you let them pile up in closets, garages, and card statements, the story becomes noise. When you wait, calculate, then decide, the story becomes coherent. Fewer, better things that did their jobs, bought you hours, and left gracefully. You're not trying to win minimalism medals,